In Los Angeles, California, teens who are sick and tired of businesses closing down in their community are flipping the script this holiday season by moonwalking into stores and restocking empty, plundered shelves with their charitable donations.
Wow! Finally, some good news. It is the holiday season now. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name's Luke here of wearechange.org, and we have a lot of absolutely crazy and wild news to get into today, as, of course, there's a lot of deep fakes out there, a lot of disinformation, a lot of propaganda, a lot of really scary news out there that we are going to be doing our best to try to contextualize in an honest, sensible way, as, of course, there is so much crap out there as New York City looks for its new pound of flesh. The sun is gaping, yes, you heard me correctly, as it looks like there are some people finally speaking truth to power in, I would say, a more effective way than ever, stirring a lot of problems for the current establishment that is trying to hold on to their carefully crafted PR narrative as much as they can, which is absolutely being obliterated by what some people would call agents of chaos. I would say they're doing good work. We're going to be talking about that, plus a lot more, all here on this independent media organization. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on TheBestPoliticalShirts.com. Great for the holiday season, especially with all your family members around. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast is done by I don't know who, but this is brilliant satire. It originally was posted by AlphaFox78 on Twitter, and he says, your mom made this, so it has to be true, as, of course, he captioned this, that his faith was restored in humanity. And, we might not have, the best situations in the world, but we can at least imagine that they're not as awful by laughing at them instead of crying. This, as it's also important to remind people that the government is the biggest crooks out there, especially when it comes to stealing your money, as, of course, places like New York City already have the most taxed jurisdiction almost in the entire frickin' world, and they want more now, as, of course, the MTA just approved a $15 to $30 congestion pricing toll for people who want to drive into downtown and midtown Manhattan, something that is going to be put up for review and, of course, absolutely screw over the poor people in that city. As, of course, these congestion prices are not going to be really affecting the richest people there, just the poorest there, as the government fills their coffers with more of your money that they would take through a surveillance state system that literally reads your license plate as soon as you come into the city. All of this is happening as the sun is gaping, as we got these images a couple days ago showing what people have described as solar winds. Don't worry now, this is the sun today. This, as, of course, this was also a perfect opportunity for some classic memes there that are absolutely brilliant. This, as in other alleged interstellar news, SpaceX Starlink just cleared their military tests in the Arctic and are going to be contracting with the U.S. military, specifically providing them reliable and high-performance communication systems in a location that is being contested by the Ruskies. This, as Elon Musk has provided Starlink to Israel, to Ukraine, and has greatly advanced missile defense systems and military warfare, which many people deem crucial to the defense and protection of nation, while also providing very incredible offensive capabilities with satellite technology. This, as in related news, Javier Milei, the new president of Argentina, just announced that he had a great conversation with Elon Musk, who he said represents a, quote, icon of freedom in the world, as the two are in talks of Elon Musk visiting Argentina in a year from now, highlighting favorable relations with now the government of Argentina. This, as another social media entrepreneur is dealing with some significant problems, specifically in a new lawsuit in New Mexico that is being filed against Facebook and Instagram, alleging that they enabled some really horrible behavior on their platform, which they're going to be accused of and actually have their day in court about. But with all this social media news, I am very happy that I have my own network, and that, of course, is LukeUnfiltered.com, my own website, my own infrastructure. I get to say and do what I want. I do a video for members almost every single day. You get 3 master classes. You get a forum to talk to other members all around the world. You get a members-only t-shirt store and the ability to call in to our live show. As, of course, we had a great, amazing, incredible show with Vinny from Valuetainment last night, Patrick Bet-David's crew, and we went off on that show. I still partly lost my voice from that conversation. We had a great caller call in, as well as, of course, members of LukeUnfiltered.com get to call into the show for free and ask us any questions. That being just one of many perks available for members of LukeUnfiltered.com. You could also buy this as a gift for people, especially if they're interested in learning journalism, learning expatting, learning survival skills. We have 150 plus tutorial videos. We have videos from nearly 10 years ago, hundreds of videos that were only available for members of LukeUnfiltered.com. We used to call this the members area. We did this for a very long time. I would say, in my opinion, I might be a little biased here, the best members area ever that we are providing to you. As, of course, we are also going to be doing another live show later on today, 5 p.m. Eastern, on TheBestPoliticalShow.com. Yep, that's the website. You can just click right here and subscribe to it automatically. 5 p.m. Eastern on this YouTube channel. We're going to be doing another live show. As, of course, the caliber of guests that we have had on have been absolutely incredible. And we got some really powerful guests coming on this show in the next coming few days. As, of course, I do a lot of the booking. Clinton did some of the booking next week. As, of course, I am preparing for a special show that we are going to be doing with Tucker Carlson and Tim Pool the following week. I got lots of crazy stuff coming here on this particular platform, coming here on this independent media organization that you guys get to know about and play a major central role in just by becoming a member of LukeUnfiltered.com. Again, your memberships are key, crucial. I explained to you guys what's really going on behind the scenes here. Take advantage of that now by clicking the link down in the description below, clicking right here and joining for less than 50 cents a day. You could just easily put in your information. You can save $25 just by signing up for a year. Lots of incredible savings. Give this as a gift to your friends and family members, as it makes one of the best perfect holiday gifts that you could imagine, especially the survival classes. I mean, that's just worth it in itself. Lots of value, all on LukeUnfiltered.com. See you there right after this broadcast with a special broadcast just for members. This says, of course, just moments ago, we had the 4th Republican presidential debate happen in Iowa, where now the corporate media is trying to spin and shill that Nikki Haley had some kind of great performance, as the Wall Street Journal is reporting. It's not reporting? Yeah, right. Okay. They're doing PR for the corporatist banking-backed candidate that is getting a huge sum of money from special interests like Larry Fink and BlackRock and State Street, as they are describing that her debate performance was fuel for Haley's rise. And again, I don't know if they were watching the same kind of presidential debate, as my friend Cassandra McDonald had a different perspective here, highlighting how in the world is the media going to spin and try to pretend that Vivek Ramaswamy didn't, quote, absolutely wreck Nikki Haley. Quote, we all witnessed this demise of her campaign on live television, as we had moments like this captivate social media users that were shocked by just some of the very tumultuous exchanges that happened last night.
It's one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people have, I mean, she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but she wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it.
The situation getting so tumultuous that even Chris Christie had to get involved and point his finger and say this at Vivek Ramaswamy.
This is a smart, accomplished woman, and you should stop insulting
So
her.
I'm going to take this.
As, of course, it's important to note that her political foreign policy position is not that different than the current established Democratic Party policy, as, of course, the head of the Department of Defense and now Joe Biden talked about how American troops will be needing to fight in Ukraine if the American taxpayers don't give them more of their money.
Well, we've committed as a NATO member that we defend every inch of NATO territory. Then we'll have something that we don't seek and that we don't have today. American troops fighting Russian troops. American troops fighting Russian troops if he moves into other parts of NATO.
Fear-mongering and warnings, specifically as now there is a very tumultuous debate at the U.S. Senate and Congress as the future of Ukraine is up in the hands of a few elected officials, some of them that sold them a bag of lies, that they're doing their best in order to prolong, bamboozle, and sacrifice more Ukrainians for, which is an absolutely horrible policy, and one reason why the former president of the United States is doing better than ever, especially in the poll numbers, as he has represented and talked about a different foreign policy than, of course, Joe Biden and Nikki Haley, as we have the latest reporting from Axios that is talking about just some of the anti-establishment members that soon could be joining a potential 2024 Donald Trump administration. This has individuals like Steve Bannon, Kash Patel, and even Tucker Carlson could be joining a future Trump administration, as they are also reporting, according to some sources, that Melania Trump wants Tucker Carlson to be the vice president running mate for Donald Trump this political election cycle, which of course, would be a major populist firebrand that would be very difficult to stop, as the Trump administration is promising to fix a previous error that they made during their first administration and now allegedly have a very, quote, loyal cabinet, as their previous cabinet and advisors and CIA spooks and war criminals and neocons wasn't really that good. Let's just be honest with ourselves. This, as the latest reporting we're getting, is that this is not going to be repeated. And Tucker Carlson, who was asked about this question by Roseanne Barr, and he said, quote, I guess I'd have to think about it. This is, I personally asked this question on my own social media, and overwhelmingly, there is a lot of support for this particular ticket, which, let's be honest here, would really piss off a lot of central establishment figures, even the figures at Fox News, even the Murdochs that, of course, have a mutual enemy, and not just Tucker, but also Trump himself, as they have been desperately trying to promote Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis, and aren't doing that well because of that, as they got rid of their number one anchor on all of national television recently, that being Tucker Carlson, who previously even texted in a private exchange that he, quote, hated Donald Trump passionately. Now he's officially endorsing him and seen more and more with him holding many private conversations that might lead him to have a significant position of power in what looks like clearly a Trump 2024 electoral win, as the establishment is putting out all the stops trying to prevent it, and the more they do that, the more popular they make him, as of course Tucker Carlson also will be interviewing one of the most censored men in the world tonight on Twitter, as he recently shared a very spicy video of this man predicting an event in 2001. Again, we got to be careful with what we say here on YouTube. Again, LukeUnfiltered.com, the segments that we do on other social media platforms, a lot more honest, but it's fair to say we are going to be keeping an eye out on this particular discussion, as also we are going to be interviewing Tucker Carlson just a few days ago on December 18th. Me, Tim Pool, Ian Crossland will be sitting down with Tucker Carlson at the TPUSA AmpFest event in front of thousands of people, pyrotechnics, fireworks going off all over the place. It's going to be a wild show that you guys should definitely tune to, that I'm a little bit excited for, and should be an awesome show. As of course, we're going to be videotaping a lot of the things behind the scenes. I'm going to be giving you a lot of the context to what's happening. I'm going to be asking some really important questions, and the conversation is going to be incredible. Stay tuned for that, plus a lot more. I'll say more on LukeUnfiltered.com. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your support, you actively participating in independent media through LukeUnfiltered.com. And because you do, That's why I am still here. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this video. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, and this is why. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.